Healthcare does a lot to educate mothers and families to have healthy pregnancies, primarily with our childbirthing classes. We have a whole series of classes that meets for 6 weeks and really educates the new mom and her support person about what to expect in the labor and delivery process at the hospital and what they're going to do and what's going to happen. And I really just think that that information just gives them comfort. It gives them the education that they need to get through the whole labor and delivery process and to not be fearful of it. And we really just believe that the more education they have, the better. We also work in conjunction with other organizations in our community through a Perinatal Coalition that meets to see what other resources are available in our community. And we all work together to kind of meet those needs, to find out what the needs are and how can we better work together to meet them. The hospital also provides a Perinatal Conference for our providers where they give education on preventing preterm deliveries, and that's in conjunction with our grant from the March of Dimes that helps sponsor that. And it's really just more tools that our physicians and healthcare workers can have to help better the health of pregnant women in our community. Houston Healthcare also provides much education about gestational diabetes, and sometimes women can be fearful of this and not really understanding diabetes and what it means, and especially when they're pregnant and they already have other things going on and how that relates. So we have programs that educate women on what gestational diabetes means, and then also the proper nutrition that they can start to take and the path that they need to take as far as helping with their pregnancy so that they can have a normal, healthy pregnancy and delivery and avoid the complications that are associated with gestational diabetes, which is really important because a lot of women don't realize that once you've been diagnosed with gestational diabetes with one pregnancy, being diagnosed in subsequent pregnancies is very common. We also offer counseling and services in relation to gestational diabetes to prevent developing diabetes type 2 later on, because your risk is increased by 50% if you've had gestational diabetes. And so we want to promote steps and healthy habits to prevent that from happening later on in life too. EduCare works in conjunction with the hospital with our Women's Center and postpartum area to promote healthy babies. And the reason why that's so important is because we're in constant contact to find out what the needs of our clients are, and especially primarily our pregnant population in maternal health, and helping to address those needs. Part of that partnership includes working with the nurses, the staff. That's part of our providers conference that we're learning about what's causing the preterm deliveries in our area. If there's babies that are at risk, how can we prevent those risks from happening and educate the community more? Our community is full of great resources for pregnant women. Our physicians and offices, that they all work in conjunction with the hospital, and we also work in conjunction with other organizations in the community such as the health department. We have Great Start Georgia Kids, all these different organizations that work together to promote maternal health. A lot of people don't know that the health department actually started a program about 1.5 years ago reaching out to women in the community who need help with their pregnancy, and they actually transfer that care over to our physicians and then deliver at the hospital. So it's a great program to meet people in every walk of life and whatever their needs are, and we try to meet those needs.